So welcome to the Multi-Trader Premium Service first event via Zoom, and it is live. A little bit of information. My name's Timon Rossolimos, professional trader, author, speaker, and entrepreneur. At Multi-Trader, we specialize in helping you learn how to trade well and make a success from the financial markets. We have shared the four main principles of successful trading to over 257,000 members since 2003. And the four main principles are and will always be markets, methods, money, and mind. So just a refreshment, with the premium multi-trader service and Forex premium service, we now have live multi-trader premium service Zoom events, which will be taking place probably on a weekly basis, either during the week or on the weekend for when it is most convenient to you. So what it is, the premium multi-trader service and Forex service, which was established in 2020, is an online email and video service to help anyone profit on the go with live trading alerts from both local and international stocks, indices, Forex, and cryptocurrencies using a 2-decade-old proven and profitable breakout trading strategy called the multi-trader system. How we choose trades is with a low-risk breakout pattern trading strategy with local and international stocks, indices, currencies, commodities, and cryptos. And the edge is that we use a 2-decade-old mechanical trading strategy with no guesswork, a profit rule that has kept the win rate above 62.5%. We've run trader services for the past 8 years and have mentored and trained many members. And this is a highly risk-averse trader service. As you know, with the premium service, you read the email, you calculate your trade size, you enter your trade, you lock in profits, and you wait for the next trade update. What you will get are weekly email buy and sell trade alerts, follow-up email trade updates, the welcome guide, which has been updated as of July, the online trading videos and updates, 3 risk trading calculators, broker and charting platform letter, and drum roll, live multi-trader premium service Zoom events. Note, we will send you the video afterwards, even if you can't attend. So how it works is that it's broken up into 4 elements known as MUTI. M stands for market. So we're going to see market trends. A is for analyze. We're going to analyze buy and sell setups. T is for trades that are lining up or adjustments, and I is for inquiries, for your trading questions. So let's get to it. And what I will be using is TradingView. So if you haven't signed up to TradingView, you can absolutely. It is a fantastic charting platform that you can use to analyze, look at charts, look at fundamentals of markets. I use the pro version so that I don't get adverts, and I can add as many indicators and set up my chart platforms as well as the market watch list. I will send you the link as well in the chat, which you can sign up if you wish. Okay. And if you have any questions during this analysis, then please let me know in the chat. How are we doing? Let me know in the chat. Where are you from? Are you excited for these videos? I thought it's more real to show you live on how trading alerts line up, what it shows for me. I can explain to you little details that I don't add into the edited videos. And if you do have any questions, you can let me know. So can everybody see the charts in front of me? Please let me know. Just type yes. And where are you watching this from? So we're going to begin by going through the watch list for the JSE. Other videos will go through commodities, cryptocurrencies. We can go through indices, and also at the end of the event, you can also type in what would you like analyzed, and then I'll give you a general view either through a daily time frame or a weekly time frame. But I prefer daily because as traders, We like to date our trades and then dump them rather than marry our trades like investors. So I do want to go through this, and you will get to know the TradingView charting platform, which I think is really excellent. Watching from Pietermaritzburg, a very welcome to you. Joburg, Cape Town. Excellent. I've got some private messages. So why I call this a blind analysis, I find it more fun, is because it means that I haven't seen the chart in a few days. So we're seeing it with fresh eyes. And instead of having something that is pre-planned and pre-analyzed, you can actually see the way I think when it comes to setups, trading lineups, and so on. And if you have any questions, or if you do see a trading lineup, please let me know. It would be super interesting if you see a trading lineup, because I am also writing down potential trades that we'll be sending out to the premium multi-traders. So we'll start off with ABG, which is Absa Group Limited. There has been a very nice W formation that's formed, as you can see. And there was an entry level at this point, but I wasn't happy with how the markets were going at the moment, because we've just had a massive crypto winter where cryptocurrencies have crashed. We've had inflation rates in the US that have shocked people, over 9%, which is the first time in over 20 years. And if it goes any higher, it will be the highest in 40 years. So there is something dynamic that is changing within the markets, which we do need to be wary of. And so this trade did not line up for me. And as you can see, there it turned around and now it's coming down, or it is moving inside a sideways consolidation period, which you can say is called a box formation. So here is the box formation. And I believe that only once we get a breakout to the upside with the JSE Aussie, that's when I will consider going long again. All right, so nothing really to see here. ArcelorMittal has been on a very strong downtrend, as we can see, since the 11th of January, and it has not shown any strong buying signals. So the black line over here is the 200-day moving average. As long as price is below the 200-day moving average, it means that it is in a bear trend. Okay. And remember, if you do have any questions, you can let me know. Okay. So ArcelorMittal, I'm happy to stay short at the moment. Not short, but I'm happy to look for short signals. We aren't short in the premium multi-trader service as of yet, but you can see that it is forming an inverse cup and handle. So let's grab an arc so you can see it better. Here's the cup of the inverse cup and handle. And here is the handle. So once it breaks below, we'll have a very nice signal to short the market. Now, I do know a couple of brokers do not offer CFDs with ArcelorMittal. I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's because there is low liquidity. I don't know if it's because the price is very low at the moment and the volatility is high, which is dangerous for brokers. So I do need to consider these aspects before we go short a market. Then we have Avenge Group. Now, when you see a chart like this, automatically you should say it's unattractive. There are no trading lineups that are showing at the moment. Even though the price is at 16 Rand 27, these are dangerous charts to get into, because whether you go long or short, these movements can stop you out unnecessarily. So in fact, I'm going to move this to, I'm going to take this off my watch list. Anglo American has been a dream in the last couple of years. We've really grabbed a lot of buy signals and sell signals, and our win rate has been well over 80%. I haven't got any buy signals as of yet. I do remember when we went long in the market on the 18th of March, and sorry, not long, we went long in the market, and then we set our take profit quite high up, but because I saw momentum showing downside, so with the RSI, it started forming lower highs, and that basically says that the market is not happy for the upside, and it is a chance that it's going to come down, which is exactly what it did. So we did drop our stop loss. We actually raised our stop loss to a certain level, and we got out and we banked a profit. Now it is showing a complete downtrend from the 2nd of March all the way down to 22nd of July, my birthday. And it formed a pennant formation. Now, once it formed a pennant formation, so I'm going to take a triangle. Let's see if I can do it like this. Beautiful. So once it formed this pennant formation, or should I say it was a wedge? So here's July and it went to August. Okay, so this is qualified as a wedge formation. And since it broke below the apex, this is definitely showing downside to come. With TradingView, you can see it shows dividends, it shows earnings. So if you do trade using fundamentals, it is another wonderful platform that you can trade. Well, not trade, but rather just analyze the charts and using your trading platform. So it broke below and now it is clearly on the way back down. So nothing to see yet. We missed this trading opportunity, but that's what happens with trading. You can't see everything when you are looking at a lot of markets, and then the trading setups line up without you because you're bombarded by other markets. Let's move to Anglo-American Platinum. Same type of movement, that it is coming on this extended downtrend. We are also seeing a lot of sideways movement within the downtrend. Now, these are difficult trades to short because this is more for trending traders where they are just following the trend according to their strategy. As breakout traders, we are trying to wait for a breakout, but this is not a breakout. This is a continuous trend in a downside movement. So I am not looking for any trades at the moment. Even if we zoom out, okay, now we can see something. I told you, because this is live, you will see what I see at the spur of the moment. So what do I see over here? I also want you to interact more. So send in the chat if you see any formations and let me know if there is a potential trade. I'm very happy to actually write it down if we do see a trade. So here with Anglo-American Platinum, it has formed a very large double top or an M formation. So you can see it looks like an M or a double top. It is broken below and it is clearly going to be coming down from here, which is not very good signs for the resource market. But then again, we don't really care. We just follow the trends and when they come down. So is this a potential short trade? I would say yes. So I am going to write it down in the chat and I'm going to say our first short potential idea, which might come today or tomorrow, is Anglo Platinum. The entry will be at around 1125.21. Stop loss we'll probably put at 2,000. And the take profit, well, we'll calculate it. So I'm just going to write that down as a potential trade. And how I do this is I click here and I go short position. And then I choose where do I want my stop loss. Pretty awesome. And where would I want my take profit? Well, we always want to have a risk to reward of more than 8.5. So this will be quite a large position. But luckily with CFDs, everything is affordable. To create a watch list with TradingView, you'll click on this little button and then you'll see that here's your watch list. You'll click on here and it will say create new list. And then you can add the symbol, stocks, futures, Forex, crypto, indices, bonds, economy. You can even type, for example, South Africa. Well, let's type JSC rather, JSC. Oh, here we go, all sources. And then you can click on South Africa and you can see all of the South African markets that are available to add to your watch list. And then you'll just click the whatever company you want, or you can click this plus button and it will add to your watch list. And then you can create new ones, commodities, indices, cryptocurrencies. It's pretty awesome. So let's move on. Anglo Gold Ashanti, another trade that we went short rather than long. We went short at this point and we got out at we dropped our stop loss further. So we did bank a profit. And since then, the market has been moving quite sideways, but now it is broken below and we are seeing downside to come for Anglo Gold Ashanti. So is there a trade lining up? We can say that there is a inverse cup and handle, but the handle is very small. And I'm not sure if this qualifies as a strong formation because this could move sideways for the next couple of weeks. So I'm going to wait a little bit longer before we take a position. Aspen is next. Also, it's been coming down on a strong downtrend. Every time it makes a new high, it comes down and it makes a lower high, lower high, lower high. And now it looks like it could be breaking out, but it doesn't necessarily mean we'll be going into a bull trend. We might be going into a sideways trend until the international markets sort out their issues at the moment. So no trades lining up over here. BHG, so BHP Billiton, it has formed a gap. Now, when you see a gap, this is called a breakaway gap, okay? And a breakaway gap is simply where the price breaks out of the current trend direction. So the current trend direction was up. It was showing promising signs. And then the market just opened below because there was not enough buying and demand. And so the price said, the sellers said, sorry, we are the winners and the bears are going to take over. So this is showing bearish movement for BHG. The other element with gaps is that through my experience, I know that gaps close 70% of the time, which is why I would not just go short at this level, because we can expect a little bit of upside to come for the gap to close, for the supply to test, and then for the market to possibly come back down further. And then by then it would have formed another type of breakout pattern, which I'll get into. So nothing to see here. CFR, Richemont, another trade we went long and we are currently long. So we went long 28th of June. We set our stop loss at quite a significant level, which is below the most recent low. And since then, it's been coming up. I don't like this movement that is broken below a pennant formation. It means that it will be coming back down and testing our levels. But if you remember correctly, we are out of this trade because I raised my stop loss to 190. So we did bank a profit. Not a lot, but it was a profit. And if the market comes down and forms another formation, I'll be then sending out another trade. So we're out of this trade at the moment. Good profit, not the best, but it tested the 200-day moving average and now it's coming back down again. Clicks is another trade that we're in at the moment, I do not like this movement. This sideways movement means that the market will continue to bounce in this range, and it can get us out of our trade. So once we went long here, you can see it was almost flirting with the stop loss, but now it's come back up and it's forming a type of equilibrium. So if you take a regression line, you'll see that the regression line is sideways, and hopefully it shows upside to come. So let's take a look at this RSI and say, what is it showing? So you can see there is a low, there's a low, there's a low, and now it's testing, almost testing the bottom and the support of this RSI. If it bounces up, momentum will confirm that the market will continue up, and we'll have a higher chance at it moving towards our take profit. The other thing is, if we zoom in, you'll see that it has been forming a little pennant formation, which we expect it to bounce back up when it does approach this support of the RSI. So if it bounces off this RSI, it breaks above here, we'll be pretty confirmed that the market will continue up and we will hit our take profit. Capitec, another one of the most expensive trades on the JSE. This is forming what's known as a diamond formation. So if I were to draw it, this is what a diamond formation looks like. You got to be a bit of an artist to draw these formations or to see them. So here's a diamond formation, and what it normally does is one of two things. Either it breaks above the diamond formation and continues in the trend that it previously was in, which is up, or it breaks below and it reverses its trend and it moves down. So where is it going? I think we need to look at the all-share index as a whole and to see if we're seeing upside or downside to come. So right now, your guess is as good as mine, and I'm going to leave it until we see a breakout, and then we will possibly get a potential trade. Discovery, it's flirting pretty much with the support that has been established since, it's a very strong support. Since 2015, this Discovery support has been almost like an epicenter of the market. So once it breaks above, we need to wait for some type of pattern. We need to wait for a continuous trend to enter into a bull market or a bear market. But until then, I mean, I can't do anything with this. And the moving averages are all over the place. Xaro, another favorite market to trade. We need to look at the bigger picture. As I've told you before, this is a blind analysis, so I'm seeing this with new eyes. Every week, the markets form new patterns, new formations, new trends, and so we need to adapt and adjust to what we see. Right now, I just see a trading market to the upside. It continues to bounce on this support and up on this resistance, but there aren't any signs as of yet for a breakout pattern. First Rand, another bank. Right, so First Rand, we went short, as you can see, around the middle of June. We set our stop loss, which it almost hit on the 18th of August. And now it is coming down. We are pretty much at the money, but looking at this momentum, there are two issues that I have. The first one is that when you get into a trade based on a pattern, if you leave it for a long period of time, it creates a new pattern, which can either be in your favor or against your favor. And in this case, it has formed a box formation, which is just moving sideways. And the thing is, I don't want to hold a trade for too long because interest daily charges do add up. On the good side, the price is broken below the 200-day moving average. It's also, once it broke above this downtrend where we were spooked and I thought we were going to hit our stop loss, the suppliers and sellers clearly confirmed that there was downside to come. So it broke below this support, which is now a resistance, and it is in our favor that the market is likely to continue to drop and hit our take profit. But it's early days, and a profit is not a profit until it's banked. So we need to stay humble as traders and just ride with it. Gold Fields, another stock that is showing downside to come. Let's take a horizontal line. It has formed a massive inverse cup and handle. So here is the cup. Here is the handle. It's broken below. And if we set the, let me see, what can we use? Price range. So if I take a price range from the high down and I copy it and I bring it down, technically this is the target for Gold Fields, 25 Rand 97. Another stock that, you know, a lot of brokers don't offer CFDs. So I do need to take that into consideration of whether I will be trading it or not. And also if my broker has Gold Fields. I haven't taken a Gold Fields trade in many years. And it's clearly because of this volatility and lack of liquidity. And, you know, these type of movements in charts are not easy to profit from. You'll be holding a long term in order for the market to move anywhere. And by the time it does move, you'll just be making up for all of those interest daily charges that come with buying and selling CFDs. Glencore, let's take a look. Another very big stock on the JSE. I don't see anything particular. I do see a gap in the markets, which was another breakaway gap. So from the uptrend, it broke away and now it's coming back down. It's below the 200-day moving average. This isn't good signs for the general market overall. It means that the upside that we've had in the last month or two, where we've been banking quite a number of profits, could be signaling downside and shorts to come or sideways movements. But let's remain optimistic. 2 days does not tell us anything about where the market is more likely to go. And also remember, I expect the gaps to close. Impala Platinum. We do see a very large double top formation. Once it breaks below, this could be a very nice short for our trades. So I am going to write it down in the chat. Impala short double top. Great. Let's save the JSE for a little bit later. Kumba is on a continuous downtrend. I don't see any trading setups at the moment. These are fantastic for trend traders, but for breakout traders, it's not perfect. Mondi, same story, sideways, breaks below, gaps. I'm not looking at this. This is an unattractive chart. Merafi, I don't know. I've got a love-hate relationship with Merafi. When I was younger, I used to trade Merafi and buy shares, 60 cents, sell at 120, buy at 60 cents, sell at 120. It just seems to work. It's like the only share on the stock market that I kind of do very well in buying 60, selling 120, 60, selling 120. It's been going for decades. Mr. Price, nothing to report. Mass Mart, it's gapping, nothing to report, no trend formations, no breakout patterns. MTN, another very difficult share to trade on the JSE. However, it has formed this large inverse cup and handle. And the thing is, when you commit to a market like MTN, you're going to be holding for at least 4, 5, 6 months. So you see over here where it formed this cup and handle, we went long and we banked a very decent profit. Now it's formed this inverse cup and handle, and it looks like it's coming right back down to that level, 69.52. Should we take the shorts? Let me know in the chat. Is it worth holding for 2, 3 months? MTN potential shorts. I'm going to kick myself, but I do follow the strategy, inverse cup and handle. Should we take the short? Let me know in the chat, yes or no. Take the short, don't take the short. Nedbank. Nedbank is forming a super large wedge formation. We now need to wait for a breakout. Is it going to break below the wedge formation? Is it going to break above the wedge formation? I'm hoping it breaks above, because I always prefer trading with the trend rather than against the trend. And when it breaks down, you'll see that it doesn't really collapse, but it rather moves into a sideways formation. So I am waiting for this breakout to the upside. Nampak, sideways box formation. If it breaks below, it will be a potential short. Naspers, one of our top trades for the year. We got in long and we banked a very decent profit. The market did move up, and a lot of I got a lot of emails saying, you know, why didn't we hold on? And I said, because my job is not to grab every tick. My job is to follow a system that I know works, because it very well could have gone up, which it did, but it also could have come back down, and then it would have hit our stop loss, or gone back to our entry level. So I'm very happy where we took profits. And right now I'm just waiting for this breakout of this, dare I say, it looks like a pennant formation, but because it started in June and it's still going through September, it is qualified as a wedge formation. And as I've mentioned before, because the flagpole or the wedge pole in that case is up and is trending on an uptrend, I want the breakout to the upside. If it breaks below, it's unlikely that I'll be sending a short trade. Take the short. I like it, Tandeka. Yes, I'm thinking about it. We've got 2 very good trades at the moment lined up, which is MTN and what was the other one? Anglo Platinum. But yes, I'll just need to confirm with the system. Old Mutual has been coming down. There hasn't been any form of breakout patterns that has been that attractive, so I'm not going to be doing anything with it. PPC, exactly the same as Old Mutual. Process, I don't think I've ever taken, or Process, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I don't think I've ever taken a trade using it. But I do see that there is a wedge formation forming. We need to wait for the breakout. The price is above the 200-day moving average. The RSI is coming back down, though. It's below, it's in the bear trend zone. So anything that is below 50, I call it a bear trend zone. And I do wait for other confirmation signals. So I need a breakout up here in order to go long. We'll look at that in a bit. All right. Sappy has been off my watch list for a while now. Standard Bank, sideways, nothing to report. ShopRite, okay, now we're starting to get some signals. So ShopRite formed this lovely double bottom which I actually went long another trading service called Red Hot Storm Trader, which I've also been the analyst of since 2013. So that's the beauty about having two trader services, is that one, they won't intercept with the other. So with Red Hot Storm Trader, I'll send out different trades to Premium Multi-Trader service so they don't intercept and it doesn't confuse anybody. So I did go long ShopRite with Red Hot Storm Trader. Unfortunately, premium members didn't get this trade, but it's okay. You don't have to take every single trade, and some of them are going to be winners, some of them are going to be losers. It's normal. Sunlam formed this wedge formation, broke below, and now it's on its way back down to 50 Rand 58 cents. Take the short or not? That's the question. Should we take the short? Let me know in the chat. Should we take the short? I'm thinking not. And the reason is because I don't like the sideways movement. And even though, you know, the take profit is it's quite close to where the entry point is. So it's another reason to not take a trade, because I don't like holding for 2-3 days. I want to hold for 2-3 weeks and grab a much bigger movement than a shorter movement, rather than, you know, follow a market that is actually just being very volatile, which has a higher chance at, you know, hitting your stop loss before it hits your take profit. RSI is indicating it might go up. Good point. The RSI is currently in a bear market. It has bounced, but this bear market shows that the trend is more likely to head further down. And you are 100% in saying that the RSI, oh, what happened there? Let's move that back down. The RSI is forming lower highs. So the momentum is coming down further. Steinhoff, another one that has not been on my watch list since the price collapsed. And take a look. Good reason for it. It's doing absolutely nothing. Sasol, box formation, looks like it's going to break down. And then let's take this rectangle formation. Let us, oh, wait 1 second. Then we will grab this price range and let's bring that down. Copy and paste it here. All right, so Sasol is showing a rectangle box formation. The previous trend was up. Then we had this downtrend, which looked like a wedge formation, which the price needed to break up to continue its upside. And instead, as I've mentioned before, when it breaks below a non-continuous trend direction, so basically I'm saying is when it breaks down after an uptrend, it tends to move sideways. Then it tests the supply and it tests the buying and the demand. If it breaks below, it has a much higher chance at continuing down. And you can mention in the chats if you see any signs of further downside. I'm seeing a number of signs. The RSI momentum is showing lower highs. It's broken below. You can say that it's forming lower, higher lows at the moment, but these higher lows is just to show that it's in a sideways formation. So if it breaks below, there is a high chance at the price coming down and coming to about 280 Rand and 43 cents. Should we take the short? Let me know. I'm very curious. You can send it in the chat. It looks pretty good, but we do need to wait for our confirmation signals. It's also quite a small trade, because what I would do is I wouldn't put my take profit, I wouldn't put my take profit here. I would actually make it a little bit higher. And the reason is because I would place my stop loss above this rectangle formation. So if I showed you this short position and we got in, let's say around this level, we'd put our stop loss up here. And my take profit would have to be at a higher than 1.5 risk to reward. So my take profit would actually be here at 240 Rand and 74 cents. I'll write it down. It looks good. Looks like a great short to me. Sasol short, box formation. 3. We want to get in at about 321.14. Stop loss will be at about 373 and 76 cents. And the take profit will be at around 240 and 74. So there is another potential trade with Sasol. I love these blind analysis because like this is fresh eyes. What you're seeing for the first time is what I'm seeing for the first time in a few days. And the charts can change very quickly. So what you see in this week, first thing is we don't have the capacity to remember every single price and every single chart, but that's okay because we wait for the market to move within a certain range and then it just sticks out like a sore thumb. So once again, SPAR trend is moving down. The price is flirting with the 200-day moving average. Now, remember, the 200-day moving average is the most significant moving average in technical analysis. There's 200 working days in a year. The many traders, institutions, banks are seeing the 200-day moving average at any one time. So they are basing their buy and sell decisions on it. So because it's flirting around here, it means that we haven't really got our signal yet to buy or sell. The question is, what am I seeing? Am I seeing a buy or a sell? Let me know in the chat because I do see a formation, long or short. Let me know in the chat. I see a rounding bottom. It's broken above and there is a potential long. I am not happy with the fact that it hasn't broken up on this downtrend. So what I do hope is that it forms a handle formation, breaks above, and then we will ride it on up. So I see a long formation in the making. The time when I will see it as a short formation, believe it or not, is if it breaks below 129 Rand and 40 cents. Only here I would see it as a short formation. Until then, I'm leaning more towards the long. Okay. Sibanye has broken below this level. And the thing is, you might say it's testing the support, but the other important thing that you need to watch is how is it forming in terms of candlestick formation. So this is known as the 3 black crows, and this is not testing a support. This is crushing the support, and it has a much higher chance at coming down. And we have a number of elements that are showing with it. For example, it's below the 200-day moving average. The 7 moving average is below the 21 moving average, which is below the 50 moving average. It's broken below this support level. And now, if we look at the bigger picture, Sibanye formed this double top, which I did mention to the members a few months ago. I said it was forming this double top, and it's looking horrible for the market. So if we grab the price range, we can get an idea of where Sibanye is more likely to go. And for me, 8 Rand, 8.72 Rand. That's where I see it going. Telkom, nothing to report here. Vodacom, it's coming down. It's broken below this inverse cup and handle. It looks great for a short, but I do not like movements with Vodacom. I mean, take a look at this. This is not easy to trade. It is definitely not easy to trade. Woolworths. Woolworths is broken up. It's looking good. It didn't really form a breakout pattern, so it did catch us off guard. So what I will be waiting for is this double bottom. This double bottom, I will be waiting for the price to break above. And once it breaks above, then we can set our take profit. So if we do a price range, and we'll copy and paste. Just so you know, I'm using TradingView. It's a really amazing platform. And you can also get to know it as I do these premium lives more and more. And also you'll get to know all of the different fundamentals, the different features that you can choose, the indicators. You can also ask your questions regarding TradingView. If you want more information on fundamentals, for example, you can go to any market and then click on more WH fund financials, and it will show you earnings, dividend percentage, earnings yield. It'll show you estimated, reported, when it's coming out. So it's really a great platform. I'm going to just send you the link again if you want to sign up with TradingView. You can choose either the free or the paid version. I'm using the paid, especially for our videos that we're going to be doing going live, so we don't have to worry about adverts. We can add as many indicators, and also we can look at the financials if you wish. So WHL, and I've sent it in the chat if you want to click on and join. So the double bottom, break above, and then we'll have an amazing buy signal, and I will definitely be in it. Finally, we have the one that you've all been waiting for, and that is the JSE. So the JSE has broken below this rising wedge, and it's on its way down. As you can see, we've had 3 black crows. The momentum is really looking bad for the JSE. So it does confirm that we are getting more short signals than buy signals at the moment with all of the markets that we've gone through today. And remember, you're going to get this video afterwards so that you can pause, take a look at your chart, see what's lining up, and make your own judgments. But this is definitely coming down, and it's not looking good for upside with the JSE. All right. Do we have any questions? Send them in the chats. What happens with dividends payable when you short a stock? When you short a stock, unfortunately, you have to pay the dividend, and it adjusts according to the prices. When you go long a stock, you get the dividend. Any questions so far? This has been fun for the first time. I just want to go through one more thing. Let's just see. Questions? Have you enjoyed this premium live? Has it given you some insight as to how to look at the markets on a broader aspect or on a separate individual aspect? What do you use to confirm entries except for RSI? All right. Lerato, what do I use for entries? I mean, that is a whole webinar in itself. But what I can do is I'm going to send you this little link with the best trading strategies that I've ever come across, and just forward it to about, let me see, 1 second. Chart patterns. So 39 minutes, you can see exactly how I get my entries and stop losses, take profits. You'll see exactly how I base my decisions regarding breakout patterns. How frequently will this be? I guess it depends on the traction on if it's bringing you value. If it's bringing you great value, then I will be doing it more often. All right. For those who have recently just joined, I just want to show you something quickly. Let's take a look. So the main thing I want to identify with the live premium MultiTrader Zoom aspects is that you will get the video afterwards, even if you can't attend. And it's broken up into MATI. Okay. Now, MATI stands for My Automatic Trading Indicator. But in this case, I thought, let me make it easier for how I want to do these premium live Zoom events. And either it's going to be in the week or it's probably going to be on the weekend so that, you know, more of you can join. I did invite a few extras who are loyal to MATI, who've sent a lot of questions, who contribute to the Facebook group, who own the MultiTrader System program. So it's a pleasure having you here today. But basically, what you're going to be seeing is with MATI, you're going to see market trends, which is what I've shown you. We're going to analyze buy and sell setups, which we have at least 3 setups that's going to go out in the next few days. We have trades that are lining up or adjustments. So we're going to show you what trades are lining up, but also if we're going to be adjusting our trades for moving stop losses. And then inquiries is where you can ask your questions. We've already done this, just so you know. So if you do have any questions, send them in the chat. These are all the links that you can connect to. If you do want to learn more about TradingView, I've made this trading chart platform guide, which is basically explains everything you need to get started. So let me send you this link in the chat in the meantime. And I will, and you can read through it and sign up if you wish. This is interesting, but text trade idea is far more efficient. Yes, Don, you're going to be getting both. Don't worry. The videos, the live events, all of these things are extras. I just want to make sure that you have all the value that you need for trading. Some people want to watch the videos. Some people want to, let me just 1 second. Sorry. Where is it? Here we are. So some people do want to watch videos. Others want to just get the text and know exactly what to buy and sell and why. You know, you can base it on your own judgment with your own trading. So you're going to be getting everything. Don't worry. This isn't just going to be video and telling you what to buy and sell. This is just a general idea of how I see trades that are lining up and to prepare you so that when you do get that email saying buy this, sell this, at least you have a general idea of what lined up. Any other questions? Do we have any markets that you would like to analyze? How about we do that? Are there any markets right now you want to have analyzed? And I will do that for the next 2-3 minutes. Send it in the chat. Commodities. All right. Lorato, what commodity would you like analyzed? There are a variety of them. Here's my watch list with commodities. Gold. So here's gold. It looks pretty similar to the Aussie 40, if you think about it. It formed that wedge formation. It broke below. And the thing is, this is showing downside to come. This isn't showing an upward trend. Where is it going? Well, either it's going to 1,500 if it breaks below this inverse cup and handle, which I'll draw for you. Or it would have tricked everybody and it will bounce off this support. And if it breaks above 1,850, then we'll be looking at longs. But this also confirms the downside to come for resources, which is why I was not a big fan in this analysis for buying resources. Meta and PayPal. All right, those are interesting. So you go here to TradingView and we're looking at stocks. So let's try Meta. Meta. Oh, wait, you got to make this all markets, all sources. Meta platforms. Let's take a look. How is Meta looking? On a daily chart, there's not much happening. So let's take a look at it on a weekly chart. Weekly chart is looking bad. It's broken below the 200-day moving average. The 7 is below, the 21 is below the 50. The RSI is in a bearish momentum movement. It's also broken below this uptrend. And so the first target for Meta, I believe, would be around here, $122. Remember, the currency, the nominal currency that's based is on what the stock exchange is in. So because Meta is on the NASDAQ, it's priced in dollars rather than rands. The other one you wanted to see is PayPal. All right, let's take a look at PayPal. PayPal also NASDAQ. This is where news and information services say that you got to buy it. It's bounced off the lows at 70. And this is where I say, you know what? It's formed a little pennant. It's going to break below and it's going to continue down. The markets are not looking good. Unfortunately, in our first live premium service, I just see downside to come. There aren't strong trends at the moment for an upside. All right, Loretta, let's take a look at platinum. That's a good one. Futures. Platinum. Futures. We'll do the NYMEX. Platinum is coming down. I want to grab a rectangle formation and show you that it's continuing through the sideways consolidation. It then breaks below, which tricks everybody and says that it's going to come down, but there's very low volume. There's low buying over here. Sorry, there's low selling and supply over here, and then the market breaks back up and it tricks people. So there are too many fake outs at the moment for platinum, and I'm not a fan to do anything at the moment, but you can say that if we look at the overall trend, it's coming down. And because I'm looking at a weekly chart, it means that if it breaks below 600, it's coming down to $200. Pleasure. All right, so that concludes the end of the premium service live video. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be sending you the short slideshow about what to expect with the premium service. Thank you for joining. I hope it brought some value and ideas to it. And always stick around at the Facebook group, because there are always live, posts. There's questions, there are analysis, and you don't want to miss out on any of those.